Hey Bizz.
I'm confused. I'm like, huh? Like what? Like what you mean? Like I've been putting this work in. Like I've been doing everything.
See Shorty right there in front of you, like she wanna go W, like Shorty get to throwing it on me. I'm like this. So like this is what happened. So like, all right, I'm looking at this camera. This is what happened. I'm standing. She start throwing it. I'm like this. I look down like this at it, and then I do this when I look out. I was like, "He's no hit my cat daddy, hit my hit my shit." You know what I'm saying?
2 pods on Wink, episode 21.
Going dummy, going crazy, going grinding.
We dropped today, recording. We just back to back. Episode 21, man, nothing but discussion. Make sure if you're watching this, if you on your Spotify, if you're on your Apple stuff, you know what I'm saying, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube, like it, even comment. Let us know how y'all feeling about us.
Good job, Nasir. You put it in the begining. I know. We didn't forget this time. Instead of at the end, we don't know if anybody hearing that shit at the end.
Because we just be chopping it up for the
like just jump right into it type shit.
Yeah, because we be so happy to talk to y'all, man. So yesterday or what? No, the pod
2 days ago.
Pod that dropped today, man.
Oh yeah.
We was talking about, you know, how abductions and blah blah blah, whatever, right?
Yeah, and aliens and shit.
And then we was like, we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna talk about this. And I said, I don't want to talk about it if it's gonna be lame. And guess what, bro?
It's lame.
It looked
lame.
You look lame, and that shit was lame.
They need to get right with God, man.
They need to get right with God because they over here saying stuff we already knew. They said something like, it's 100 and some odd sightings per year. Bro, I know that.
I told you, bro. I told you it's probably going to be some BS.
I know we see them.
It's never anything interesting.
We've been seeing them, bro.
The only interesting thing it was them confirming that aliens are real. That's really
but they said it's not out of the question. They said aliens are out of the question. They didn't confirm. They said they don't think it's another country, and then they said aliens are like still a possibility or something like that, and they don't know where they're from and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I think they're real. The niggas know they're real. Like they just giving us a half-ass answer just because it's
not even half, bro. They just telling you what you knew.
A quarter.
That's like you take a test and you know the answers. You got 100 on the test. He should give you your grade back, and then she tell you the answers to it. Like, shorty, you already gave me 100 on the test. The hell you telling me the answers for, bro? It's just
that's some lame shit. The government doing what governments do and shit.
Give you half the story, bro. All these
and act like it's groundbreaking.
But something more interesting. You notice all these fights lately. They had the YouTube versus TikTokers. I ain't watched that one. They had Logan Paul versus Floyd. They heard this, but now that boy Jake about to fight that boy T Wood.
I'm ready to see that shit. Tyron Woodley better knock his ass out.
Peace on that boy.
And another fight, you know that one nigga that one TikTok nigga that be making that one joint, he be like, that one song is like, yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The white nigga.
Oh, he's about to fight?
He's fighting Blueface.
Wait, why?
Hold up, motherfuckers, like celebrity shit.
Oh, word.
And it's a bare knuckle fight.
Bare knuckle? What Blueface? Yo, you know, I was like, okay, so what Blueface get dropped though?
Nigga, I don't be mad at shit. I'm like, what if that nigga's... He knock him out. Only gotta do that one time.
Hey, he like this,
bro. You know that's gonna be some TikTok content.
He better go like this stuff.
He like, next day on TikTok, you gonna see when I knock Blueface out.
Yeah. Nah, but I was worrying because I didn't even know about that. But what if, bro, in a weird world? Because you know T Wood, he's known for knocking niggas out. He knocks dudes that really do this out. So Jake Paul, he's supposed to be dude that do this. What if he get laid out like Nate?
T Woodley?
What if he get laid out?
Damn, bro, that's just an L for the black community right
there.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying. White people
because
they gonna be. What was you doing out here?
Like fucking Nate. That was an L for the black community, but it wasn't a big one. It wasn't shit. It was like, all right.
It was just funny.
That shit was funny. Like, everybody black gonna laugh at that nigga regardless. It's just like, my nigga, you got knocked down twice.
No,
you hit the deck like
4 times.
That boy hit the deck like sometimes, literally.
I wish we could go back to that night we watched it the first time, bro. Because like, I remember we was all in that joint like, bro, this is not happening. Like, he just kept getting punished and dropped. And then remember the last time he couldn't even get back up.
That boy died. That boy woke up. Did I win?
If you could box any celebrity, who would you box? You told me you want to box the baby though.
Fuck no, that nigga gonna do the most. Either fucking Lil Uzi.
Uzi.
So I could beat his ass, but he from Philly. He a real nigga though, cause
What
I
if
remember
he
when he
got you
was
like-
chasing Rich Kid.
Yeah, what if he got you like him?
Nah, I ain't running from Lil Uzi.
All right, so you sticking with Uzi?
Either Uzi, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Uzi.
Okay, Uzi, make it happen, man. My man's nothing but discussion.
I love you, Uzi, though, but if it was anybody that had to box, it would be you. No disrespect, respectfully.
I think I could whoop. I don't like this. Look, boxing, that's type thing like you got to train for, and there's a lot of technique. But I feel like I could whoop Jake Paul in a street fight.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I could see Jake Paul. Like I promise you, outside, if we outside in the street and he says something, I can see him.
Yeah.
Cause like boxing, that's not. I can't throw you. I can't push you. I can't knee you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just step and stuff. But
So
if I had a boxing celebrity,
So what's crazy is that you're calling Jake Paul a celebrity after he was a YouTube star. That's really what his boxing fame, this boxing shit has really gave him that celebrity title, because
that's what
these YouTubers, you'll just call them YouTubers, and like when like they take that as disrespect too. Like they'll be like, I'm not just a YouTuber and blah blah blah. It's like, nah, my nigga, you're a YouTuber. But then it's like that label of a YouTuber to Jake Paul is kind of still there, but now that celebrity label is starting to take over the more he's doing this shit.
I mean, that's
crazy.
what they are now though. Like those are the new celebrities.
It really is.
Like the dudes that people come from TikTok.
Okay, but how on what type of like level of celebrity, like A-list, B-list, C-list, like what would you rank them?
They
on
treating
that
Jake Paul like A-list. That's how they be treating him now. But I personally treat him like I say C.
C, yeah,
C.
Me too.
But they talk about him, so they be talking about on First Take. They be talking like he be in the topics of conversation. He be trending all the time. Like,
you know what's crazy? He's smart as shit, but I hate him. Like he's a dickhead. But like, nigga just goes up there, talks his shit, backs it up, wins in the fight, and that's how you get talked about. That's how you get up.
All I gotta say is T Wood better punish that boy.
He better, bro.
He better put that.
He
boy
honestly
in the
better,
dirt,
bro. I hope he do.
He better put.
I really hope he
better
do.
put that boy in the dirt. Oh, I forgot though the verses tonight.
Oh yeah, Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy got that in the bag, bro. He got too many.
It's
bro.
actually it's actually on right now.
It is.
Mm-hmm. At 5.
Why they do it so early?
I don't know, bro.
Who watching the verses at 5:00? Wait, let me see. I don't know.
I think it is, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a post that said it comes on at 5 today.
I swear them supposed to be coming on like 8, but I still be forgetting them. Like the last one I ain't watch. I don't remember the last time.
I ain't watched the last one either.
I knew that was gonna happen.
It was
when
two women last time. It was like Eve and somebody else.
Trina. I think.
Yeah, Trina. Yeah.
I knew when they opened outside back up. Well, nobody gonna be on them jobs like that.
Now I feel like the versus shit is like for older people now. That's what I feel like.
This one ain't. Oh look, no, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I thought we was in Cali.
He did. I mean, look, I don't think it's for older people but like
there's starting to be a lot more older matchups.
Yeah, the Eve one, I wouldn't typically care about. What's the one before that? Oh, Timberland and Swiss win again. They already did it before, so I wouldn't care about that one. I just feel like it's because everybody outside. That's a good thing when everybody's in quarantine. If they want to capitalize on it for real, bro, they should do like a versus tour. Like
hell yeah.
Like a versus festival
tour.
We come to your city.
Yeah.
We set up a whole festival over here. We got them performing. That's in the versus. We got them. That would be hard.
Well, I feel like they should do a live versus one day. Like pull up to like Jiffy Lube or some shit, and just have like a big old.
It gotta be like a festival,
party. Yeah, like a big ass party.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
That'd be hard as fuck. See,
that would be something.
Put us on. Just give us some money so we can.
Yeah, we can. Hey, we can. We in there writing ideas.
We got the ideas. You just gotta give us that cash.
That's what I'm saying.
And we don't want to pay you back either. So just let us do us.
We could be in the room right now.
We just gonna make you money.
Y'all clearly see we working.
Shit, you see? Yeah, you see it. This is the groundwork. We on 21. We've been doing this shit, my nigga.
At this point, though, who would get you watching versus again if somebody did it?
Drake.
I didn't even have to ask you.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
The moment the question came out of my mouth, I was like, Drake. In my head.
If there's some listeners that's been listening to us on a constant basis, and you know my answer regarding any favoritism towards
you
any
said it so many
rapper,
times right now. We can make compilations. It's Drake from you.
Drake, you know it. So even when Nasir, I said Nasir.
Nasir.
got to sing this shit. Got to rap it on it. I told Nasir I was trying to work on my stuttering because I've been like stuttering like a bitch, and I've been saying like a lot. I need to motherfucking chill out on that. I think I need to slow down when I talk.
All right,
and get my
you calling
thoughts
yourself
out.
Let me see what I say. You know what I say a lot? I'll be like, I'll say something and I'll be like, what you call That's how I be saying. That's about it though.
Yeah.
I used to say back again every time.
Oh my god! Hey, you haven't said that lately. That's cool. That's good.
Every interest. Back again.
All right, y'all. We back again.
I was
What's it called? We back again.
I was about to say. No, but I was looking at this joint and it was asking because like I've never been able to solve a Rubik's cube, and it was like if you had to either go to jail for a year or stay in jail until you solve a Rubik's cube, what would you do? And that means you can go to jail for a day, 2 days, maybe a month. Or would you rather would you take your chances on your ability? Mm-hmm. But no, what if it take you like 2 years?
It's not gonna take me 2 years because when you in jail. You just formed some type of motherfucking smart level brain activity, because I swear to God, niggas going to jail and turn into motherfucking artists and paint their daughters and shit, and it's like perfect. So I feel like if I'm not doing shit in jail, I just got this Rubik's Cube in my hand, I'm gonna figure this bitch out sooner or later. It's not gonna take me 2 years either, because I'm gonna be wanting to get out this bitch every day, especially if some bullshit happen to me, bro.
What if you pick Rubik's Cube and you up in there for a decade though? You up in that joint, you almost there. You got the last color, you messed that joint up, boom.
I'll be ready to throw that bitch on the ground. But I'm gonna break it.
You break that junk.
Life
sentence.
It ain't going. It's not worth it. But
I had to
solve that shit.
I had the wildest dream earlier, bro. Like I was sleeping, and then it was before we had to start setting up. So Matt had said something to me, so I woke up and I was like, "This is what happened." I was at this arcade, right, and remember that one time in the bathroom, and I had the dude on the ground, and I made him get on the ground.
Well, basically, Nasir stuck a nigga up with a rubber band and a paper wad and told him to get on the ground while he was using the urinal, and that nigga did it when we was in 5th grade.
Okay, so I wouldn't believe, I was his friend though, but I didn't know he was in the bathroom. I just did it. I would just do stuff sometimes just because. One day in 6th grade, I took Lysol to school and started spraying people in the eyes.
I'm glad it wasn't me who tried this on.
But it didn't matter who it was. I would just do stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't me. Because when you came in the bathroom, I thought it was me, and so that nigga started freaking out next to me.
It's crazy. I didn't know. Listen, bro. I didn't know using the bathroom. I didn't care who was in there. I was like, somebody getting on this ground.
It was so random. It was the craziest thing to see. Just taking a piss. A nigga just come in the bathroom, tell the other nigga get on the ground. And you think he talking to you?
Hey, bro, he was peeing. He put his face. He said, "Hold on,
stop,
wait.
Please."
And he laid on his stomach on the ground.
And Nasir said, "Stay there." And Nasir went out of the bathroom like this and had that nigga stay on the ground until he left. And then, I ain't even say nothing to that nigga. That nigga was just in distress.
Wait, what if he looked at me?
Bro, I be like, yo, that's my man's, bro. I can't. I'm on his side, bro. I'm on his team.
So a bunch of people that I would just do stuff to. I met them at an arcade and we was all adults, and then I was like, "Oh, what's up, y'all?" And they couldn't hear me, and I said, "What's up, y'all?" And then they acknowledged me, right? So we have a conversation, whatever, and then all of a sudden they start talking about all the stuff I did to them. And then they start saying stuff I ain't never did before. And then you did this. And I was like, no, I ain't never do that. And then they all start cornering me. And everybody was cornering me. I did something too. And they was like, you did this and you did this. And I was like, no, I didn't. And then Matt said something. I woke up. I was like, ah.
That joint sound like a cartoon show.
It did.
A fucking regular show.
It sounded like I'm stressed about it, but I'm not. I ain't never even thought about that till today. It just had me geeking because I was like, that's random.
Damn, I did him dirty.
Yeah.
And then it was like a curse. Them niggas got possessed, and then they just started naming a whole bunch of weird shit going
stuff
on.
I ain't even do before. One dude's like, you lit a fire in my house. And I was like,
damn.
I ain't never did that. But speaking of...
they was trying to make it worse. They was trying to get niggas to jump you.
Yeah. Speaking of old stories, though, I was thinking about the time when, the homecoming jump. That's one of the craziest stories.
Crazy as hell.
Well, all the time, bro. We gotta start. If we tell that jump, we gotta start from beginning.
That's why I won the tickets, right? Because I had the very, very beginning, I was in a little dance competition shit. I won the tickets, so I was already set.
I gotta go first, then you gotta talk about your jump. So they gotta understand why it's severe, why it's important that you won the tickets.
Okay, yeah. All so right. I think that's what starts it. Really, what starts the story off, right?
We straight.
I won the motherfucking ticket, so I was straight. I didn't have to go buy.
Hold on.
And so next,
no, bro, it's this jump first, then the tickets.
What is it?
So I was in the classes and all my grades were straight except I didn't.
Okay, that's the beginning.
So I did not care about math class. I didn't care about my teacher.
Yeah, because I used to be at lunch when you had math, and every time. So that used to be every other day or some shit. I'd be like, Nasir, where you supposed to be at, bro? Math. Bro, like, she's cool with this? Yeah, bro. She
I would just leave. Like, I didn't care.
I'd be like, damn.
Like, it'd be whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, all my jumps was, like, A's and B's, whatever, how I go to class. But I just would not go to math. And then, so they was like, all right, if they came up with a new rule out of nowhere. If you gonna go, you can't have no D's, no F's. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and the reason why this is important to me is because at this point, I've only been to one homecoming. Because I went sophomore year. And then, like, I ain't know. Because remember freshman year, bro, what everybody said, that's going to be lame. That
joint was whack. Niggas told me, freshman year, niggas told me that shit was whack and don't go. It's just a whole bunch of twerking and niggas just dancing.
So you ain't go. You ain't go.
Bro, but this, I was just like, niggas was like, niggas, they just basically be twerking and it just basically be niggas standing around, but like a little bit of twerking and shit. So I was like, damn, that shit sound lame, so I'm not finna go. Next, the following Monday. Bro, homecoming was so lit. Oh my gosh, we was in that joint turned up. Like, and I was like, bro, you told me that joint don't be lit like that. I was like, I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, for me, somebody, I ain't hear that. They just said that joint dead every year. And so I was like, oh dang, like that joint dead. So like, I remember in class one day, I was just playing around with this one girl. I was like, hey yo, such and such, you wanna go to homecoming? And she got like excited. Like she's like, what? Really? Like really? And in my head, I was like, dang, I was just joking. Like, and I said, sorry, I was joking. And then she said,
crushed your whole dream.
Yeah, and then the dude, my man, was like, he started saying, why would you do that? You messed up for that. You
fellas, don't be that nigga trying to get attention.
Bro, he started teeing up, bro. And I'm like, bro, this is a joke, like whatever.
Niggas that do that, y'all are whores.
So I ain't go freshman year. I was sick. Same situation. Sophomore year, I went. I was dressed like in a polo and everything. My mom kept saying like, no, don't wear that. Like your type of school, y'all gonna have to dress up. I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're dressing like. We can bleep that name.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Yo, you just. I'm like, yo, why you just name dropping right now?
Because I wanted to bleep it. So they know.
Okay. I'm like, damn, you just like this nigga's got. I better remember. Hey, mark this right here.
What time is this shit? I wish I knew this fucking time.
No, what is I say?
I don't know. They're gonna change that bit.
Hold on, what is it?
Motherfucking 16 minutes.
All right, bet. You saying the wrong name, bro.
Shit, they got guns and shit now. Them niggas got guns.
All right. So I went still in the polo and some khakis and the Lacoste days.
You know, Nasir used to have these pair of Lacoste days that them joints could not breathe. He tied them joints so tight and used to say, I don't care, these joints from France.
That was my joint every time. They from France. So I had them joints on. I got there. I remember these two dudes, they was like, bro, what was you wearing? And I was like, what you mean? Like, what you mean? And then this one girl I was talking to at the time, I saw her, she's like, what you got on? I was like, man. So I called my mom. To this day, my mom came clutch. She picked me back up. I went back home, changed my clothes. I went back, right? This one girl, bruh, she had a boyfriend, but I was like talking to her at the time. Before she had a boyfriend, all night she's just standing with me. Her friend just standing in the way, bruh, just standing in the way. I'm like, bro, like, will she leave? And then like my man's was there too, and I'm like, I'm trying to tell him like, bro, can you just try to get her out the way? So then she's like, she keep looking at me. I'm like, oh yeah, I know she about to throw this jump. Like I know it. In my head, I'm like, I know she about to throw this jump. And then she goes, her friend sees it too. So she's like, she pulls her to the side. She's like, what about, what's this called? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Cause this is like the first time in my life I'm about to catch some twerk. Like first time I'm like, why is she trying to ruin this?
I want to tell my story about the first time after.
All right. So I'm like, why is she trying to ruin this jump right now for me? So then Shorty's like, I know, but like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, bet. She called to me. She's like, don't tell, what's it called? And I was like, Shorty, I ain't saying nothing.
He's shiesty.
I ain't saying nothing.
She's shiesty.
She thought I throw the joke. And I was on.
So the first time I caught me some twerk, I was at this skating rink. And motherfucking, there was this one girl. I was about to say her name, but I'm not about to say it.
Her name today?
There's one girl, right? I was like trying to bag her out, just trying to go smack at the time. So I was just like doing my thing or whatever. Like throughout the night, I was doing my thing, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, woo woo. And then so like there's this like song that like one of them twerk songs come on like for the shorties, and then my niggas is in the corner. I'm skating like chilling, right? My niggas like, Jamal, I'm just skating around, acting like I don't hear.
He's on that jump.
Yeah, like I'm skating around trying to be cool, act like I don't hear him, but I already know what the deal is. He's like, Jamal. Still skating around one more time. Jamal. I was like, huh? Like, come over here.
He's probably skating hard too, right there. He's like,
Whoa, nah. I was skating hard.
yeah, he's skating harder. He was like,
What
you think I said? Wait, what you think?
Yo, pause, right?
Okay.
He said, because I thought you said I was excited about getting the twerk. I thought he said you was hard.
Like you was skating.
Pause.
Like, I think like you
I was skating. I was skating.
Alright, go ahead. You're wild, bro. You're wild.
I wasn't even skating hard. I was just skating like trying to be cool, like a little slow joint, just good, like coasting. But I finally get over there to the little area they had, and then like they're like, "Yo, just stand right here." I'm like, oh shit, what's about to go down? I see Shorty right there in front of you, like she about to go W, like. Shorty get to throwing it on me. I'm like this. So like this is what happened. So like, all right, I'm looking at this camera. This is what happened. I'm standing. She start throwing it. I'm like this. I look down like this at it. And then I do this when I look, I was like. And then my niggas started geeking at me. They started geeking hard as hell at me. That was my first twerk I got, bro. It was crazy. And she had a fat ass too. She did. She had a fat ass. That's why I was so happy.
You was geeked up.
I was geeked, bro.
The first one I got, that shit was bony. I was just happy that shit was happening. Damn. You know what's crazy? I saw you at that homecoming. We ain't link at the homecoming, but I saw you, and you was doing this. You was just jumping. You was like this.
It was probably We Them Boys was on.
You was just jumping like
this. Sophomore year, this random white girl came up to me and was like, "Can I twerk on you?" I was like, "What I'm gonna say? No."
So
crazy.
So back to the we just got a bunch of rabbit holes.
Okay.
So we back to the no. Back to the so then junior year, right? This is why senior year meant so much. Junior year, same situation, right? It was like a lot of stuff going on, whatever, right? So they was like, they came up with the rule. They was like, your grades ain't right, whatever, boom. So I'm like, I'm grinding hard, like, dang, I gotta get back on it. So I'm grinding hard, putting work in, boom. Got my jumps up to A's and B's, bro. So then the day of homecoming, I bought my tickets, bro. Day of homecoming, my dad said, the school called, bro. He said, the school called and said you still can't go. I'm confused. I'm like, huh? Like what? Like what you mean? Like I've been putting this work in. Like I've been doing everything they asked. So I'm like confused, right? Homecoming night, come on. I'm going on Snapchat. Everybody, oh, they show so fun. Like, this on live, Fox 5. Boom, everybody, right? I call my mans. I'm like, yo, like, check the list real quick. He's like, cause he didn't put work in. He was there.
Okay.
So I'm like, how you there? He's like, bro, what you talking about? It's no list. There's no list like that. And I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm like, what you mean? Like, it's no list of people like that. And he's like, bro, it's no list. Like, you're good, bro. So he go check. He said my name was on the list. So I'm like, so I go up to my dad. I'm like, what's up? Like the next day, I'm like, what's up? Like, why'd you do that? He like, you should have never had your grades like that in the first place. So now that's why he did that. I'm like, bro, like, well, I put the work in to get A's and B's now. They letting me go. So you just capped to me. So we senior year, same situation. But this time, I'm like, bro, I don't care. I'm not grinding it out. I'm going to try to have to find a way to get in that jump. So then, all right. So then, the music come on in the lunchroom.
I get to go on dummy, hitting my whip, hitting my nay, hitting my Dougie. Niggas know who the king. Niggas know who. Hit my cat daddy. Hit my. Hit my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Every time Bizz like he about to hit the force because like nobody was doing the whip like that back then, but his Bizz was like this. He said, "Boom, hit that jump hard." That boy hit that jump hard. He was sweating everything, putting where everybody hyping him up. He just kept going like that.
Yeah, so I had to win the tickets because I wasn't trying to pay for no ticket, and I sure enough won. The sweat and hard work and dance and work did his job.
This playing, like,
so
this is a good story.
I got the tickets. No, the ticket, just the one ticket. Got my shit. First of all, I had to get some of my grades up too, cause even though I won the ticket, I was still uneligible by like a couple grades. Got them bitches up by the end of the time though. So yeah. So wait, next is like homecoming night, right?
Nah, not yet. So like, at this point, you got a ticket. So I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. This is my answer. Like, he got tickets. I just got to find a way. So I'm like, I remember at our job, like if it's a white person or a Hispanic person, they always would think we was each other. Like nobody else. If it's an adult, they just call me you me. So I'm like, I could probably get in there as Jamal, because back then I ain't really like wearing glasses.
Wait, is that the dots that you connected for real?
Yeah.
Because when we worked at McDonald's, they used to stay calling me Nasir and Nasir Jamal.
I knew they was talking to me. They be like Jamal, and I was like,
bro, they would sit there and call you that for
Jamal.
5 minutes straight.
Jamal. I just keep looking straight, Jamal. And then I remember one time they did it to you, and they was calling you.
They said Nasir.
And
Nasir.
He said, my name is Jamal.
She said, okay, whatever your name is. What?
Remember one time they called was it you or me?
They called me Philip.
Hey, shout out my boy Philip, man.
We used to make Philip steal the cookies. That's another story, though. That's another story.
Look, we gotta stop.
All
We gotta
right,
stop. All right. So I'm like, dang, like, all right. So I bet you I could do this. So I'm like, I tell Bizz to wait like 2-3 days and then go to lunch and buy tickets. And he's like, what if I'm back in the junk? I'm like, you gonna be all right, bro. So I give him the money for it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you did.
You buy the tickets under your name. The system didn't. I'm like, this is the only. I'm sweating because I'm watching you. I'm like, please let this work. It worked. They didn't know you was already in the system that you had tickets. So you buy tickets under your name now. Because them tickets wasn't under your name. You just got tickets for free.
Oh, I forgot I did that for you.
So yeah, now you in the system. I'm like, I bet. So I remember homecoming night was like random though. Like I rode the homecoming people I never even hung out with. They just hit me up. They was like, you want to ride the homecoming? And I was like, bet. And then we went to Walmart, whatever. We was with Key Ray. I was with Key Ray. So we pull up, right? I remember I told you, give me your ID. And then you was like, bro, like, I don't know if it's gonna work, bro. Like, boom.
I was like, yeah, basically, I don't know, but he go though.
Yeah,
like,
he was like, I gotta go first. And I was like, yeah, bro, whatever, like, I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I'm in that bitch.
I was like, bro, I don't care, bro. Go ahead. So you go in line, right? It's time. I'm like, I have to get in the zone. This is my last homecoming ever. Like, I gotta get in the zone. So I get your ID. It's a long line. I'm in the line, right? I'm like, fuck, like, this is my photography teacher.
By the time I'm already in homecoming, I already made it in.
You already in there. I'm like, fuck, this is my photography teacher, man. Like, dang, she know me. So I get in the other line. So I'm like 4 or 5 people away, out of nowhere, because I used to be in FBLA, Future Business Leaders Club. The teacher that I used to like really rock with and do all the projects with walks up to me. I'm like, out of all the times in the world, she goes, Nasir. Mind you, tonight I'm supposed to be Jamal. So she go, Nasir, like, oh my gosh, like, it's so good to see you. And she go, are you in there? Did you get in yet? And I'm in my head like, you see me in the line. And then I'm like, no, like, she's like, oh, okay, that's good, okay. This is Nasir. He a good student. He a great student. I'm like, what the heck? So I go to the bathroom and get in the back of the same line. I get up there. I get there, right? It's my turn. I give dude my ID. He go like this. He look at the ID. He look down. He look at me.
And it's me, right?
It's you. He looked down. It's a picture of you. But mind you, people thought back then you was me, I was you, whatever. Don't know how, but whatever. So he look at the ID. It's a picture of you. He looks up at me. Picture of you. I remember this like yesterday. He looks at the name. He's like, the name's already crossed off. I was like, yeah, I had to go real quick. I'm back now. He's like, all right. Gives me the ID. I walk fast. No, he gives me the ticket back. I walk fast. He's like, hold on. And I'm like, I walk back. He's like, you forgot your ID. I walk that joke, and I was like, and I saw you.
He said, hold on. Nasir thought he was caught right there.
And I saw you in the lobby right there, bro. I walked up. I'm like, that's
He's celebrating like we just scored a game-winning touchdown.
We was popping bottles. We was hype. And that joke was live.
And the continuation of that story, man.
Oh, that night.
For one, I'm gonna make this. We got a little bit of time.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like beforehand, me and Nasir are like talking like, who gonna get this twerk? Who's gonna get this twerk? Like, how we gonna get this twerk? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I already been plotting, bro. I already told Shorty, like, I already asked Shorty, you gonna give me the twerk? She like, yeah, she got me. So I just gotta find her, whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. We finally in the homecoming. We dancing and all that. The songs come on, everybody there. I'm trying to find my way to some twerk. I look over, I see Nasir going dummy like that.
Wait, no, you didn't know yet. You didn't know.
Well, first
argument. Remember?
Oh yeah, no. At first I seen you going dummy, then it was halftime. So at first I seen.
You saw me.
Yeah, at first I seen you going dummy or some shit. I'm like, bruh, like the night is going and I still ain't got no twerk. So like, me and Nasir like link up after a little bit. And then I said like, yo, so what you doing out there? I'm like, bro, I don't got no type of twerk, bro.
That was trying to all I was trying to do was like tell you like build your confidence. You must thought I was trying to comfy or something.
I thought you did.
Yeah, well I forgot what I said. I was like, bro, you just gotta do this. And you like, bro, you doing this.
I'm like, bro. And you said, I am. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. It was like,
I am, bro.
and like, damn, that nigga is doing it.
And this
nah, look, see now we might have to edit that out because it's making it too obvious. You making it too obvious now. I just said somebody's name. You over here getting descriptive. Niggas got guns and shit now. Anyways,
hey, we gotta remember the time. We gotta remember the time.
That's at 1:30. 1:30. Anyway. Oh no, this is at 30 minutes. That's at 30 minutes. Fucking so.
My fault.
It's after that. Okay, so after me and Nasir had got into our little discussion, our little halftime break. All right. So it's third quarter. We hop back in the party. It's going down. We going dummy. I was like, okay, the music cranking. I'm like, hold on. I see this one nigga beside me. He catching the like he had just recently like got behind shorty. She throwing it. I'm like, hold on. If she gonna throw it on him, she definitely gonna throw it on me. Cause I'm cooler than this nigga. Basically is what I'm saying. So I'm like, since that connected in my head, I move over. I'm like
this
basically
is some grimy stuff. How you did this dude today?
Yo, you know, it's cause like it was cause of the motherfucking pep talk you gave me, nigga. Halftime. So I was like, this is either gonna be my last chance because I see she down with throwing it on somebody, so I know she gonna be throwing it. So basically, I just like shoved the nigga out the way, like basically stepped the nigga out the way and start receiving the twerk. And I'm like, let's go. Like, I finally got my first twerk. Shorty was twerking on me for like damn near like almost the rest of the night.
Before that, I looked out for you at first. Remember? I got shorty. I was like, ooh, and she's like,
oh yeah. He said, because that was one shorty. I said, you gonna give me some twerk, and she was like, yeah. But then I was like, I had told that to Nasir. He remembered. He found a shorty. I made my way over there, got my little yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my first twerk. Got my little yeah. The first twerk, and then the second twerk was the best twerk.
He shoved dude off, bro.
Yeah.
Shoved dude. He pushed dude out the way and stole the twerk. Stole his sheets.
And he said, what the fuck? And he ain't do nothing to me. Like, all he had to do is try to shove. But, oh, no, he was trying to shove back, but my footwork was too strong.
He was in that joint, cha-cha on that joint. He was moving.
My feet was planted, nigga. I wasn't going nowhere, bro. I'm like, this work is, yeah, this is what I need. This is what I was going for. And I finally got my mission complete.
And you did your thing.
I did my thing, man.
After that part, I mean, it was live for the rest of the jump.
It was live for the rest of. That was one of the craziest experiences, funniest experiences. It was. But me and Nasir at the same time.
It was, bro.
That's a crazy, like, that's just a whole crazy night. So much shit happened.
But that was, and then like the reason why it was so important because all that build up towards it though, we both didn't go freshman year. I got lied to junior year.
My sophomore year.
Oh, your sophomore. Oh, you have your.
Remember when I went outside?
Yeah. you got to tell that unless you don't want to.
All right, so my sophomore year, I had a date to the fucking homecoming, but she wasn't my girl, and that's mistake number one, fellas. If you a young nigga listening to this shit,
bro, do not take a shorty.
Do not take a girl that's not your girl to homecoming. Only prom.
Yeah.
No homecoming. So I went with the girl. Bro, listen, we had a photo shoot, motherfucking croissant shit, like we was going to prom. I ain't know nothing about that. My mom told me to do that shit. She think we going to prom or some shit. But I had the croissants. We taking pictures, me putting the croissants on her and shit. I'm like, all right, bet. We get to the place, like, I ain't getting no action, bro. Like, I ain't getting no type of fucking action, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's just like, I venture off somewhere and then I come back. I guess we got split up and I'm trying to find her. And then, like, I come back. And I find her and I see her dancing with another nigga. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, did you say that in front of her?
Oh no, I was just like, yo.
Yeah, imagine you the other dude, bro.
The other nigga was like, oh, my fault, bro. Like, you can have her. Like, it's you. Like, do you, bro? I'm like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that.
Bro, the same joke you took. like, what you doing? Like,
That's it. Love giving out the details, man.
oh damn. All right, well, I gotta
Damn.
that's the second jump we got to cut.
All right. But nah. So yeah, he was like, "Oh, my fault, bro. Like, yeah, this you?" I was like,
Bro, that's so funny.
I'm
though.
like, bro, fuck it now. And then that's when the white girl came up to me and was like, "You can I twerk on you?" And I was happy.
She saw you. She was like, damn.
That gave me redemption. Nah, it was like a little bit after that, honestly.
Oh.
That was my redemption because I was just dancing. Who was I dancing? Who was I jumping with? A random
jumping.
nigga. I was jumping with this one nigga
At the
I ain't
gym.
even fuck with like that for real.
Well, yeah, beef
I was
with
just
him,
having.
know.
I ain't really know him,
Oh, okay.
but he was cool. He was cool at the time. He was like, "Yeah, turn up, turn up." I was turning up too.
He had you. Cause I told you, I saw you. It was when I was leaving. When I had to change my fit. When I had that lame ass fit on with the polo, I was walking out and I just saw you just jumping. I was like, that boy.
Bro, because I think Wiz Khalifa, We Them Boys was on, bro. Because when that come on the big speakers, I don't know what happened to me, bro. It's just like I'm that boy, bro. I'm that boy. At the time, We Them Boys, and I'm that boy.
That's how that went. That's really how that went. We got a lot of jumps to cut out now. It's not all my fault though. It's two of them your fault, but we gonna go ahead and mark them jumps.
Well, yeah, I said that. My joint was a little simple joint. All we had to do was one bleep, and then Nasir talking about something. Nasir T Grizzly in it and shit.
I started telling. Remember, he was in the back, and he was telling you. You want to write this on there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's episode 21, man. Again,
21.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Y'all peeping the work we put in. This is the groundwork we laying this shit out. If you listening on Spotify, Apple, share it. And just keep supporting us, man. We appreciate
And if you're
all
watching
y'all.
on YouTube, share and subscribe, man.
Appreciate all y'all,
ASAP,
man.
all
We
that
appreciate all
shit.
Also, pull up on, people on Instagram, Twitter. We got Snapchat. We also got TikTok. People out on there. And, make sure y'all follow. Show love. Thank y'all.
Gang.